Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to my 25 Days of Craftmas series. During this series, I'm going to show you how to make these 25 different Christmas projects using your Cricut. And I'll also share the SVG files I used to make all the projects for free, so you can make them too. It's day 16 and today I'm showing you how to make these adorable faux leather earrings for Christmas. I've wanted to try making earrings for so long, but I use a Cricut Explorer Air and I wasn't sure how well it would cut the faux leather. I decided it was finally time to give it a try and was surprised at how well the machine cut the material. I love how easy these earrings are to make and how great they turned out. There are so many patterns and designs of faux leather, so you can make the earrings fit your own style. Now let's go take a look at the supply list and get started. For this project, you'll need some faux leather, and I used black and white buffalo plaid and also some red chunky glitter. You'll need jump rings, earring hooks, pliers, a jump ring opener, or a second set of pliers. And I found all of those supplies in a little kit that I found on Amazon, and I will put the link in the box below. You'll also need some painter's tape, your Cricut, you'll need a strong grip mat, which is the purple one, and the cut file. So grab your supplies and head over to your computer. The first thing we need to do is grab the SVG file we'll be using for this project. You can get it for free on my blog at burtonavenue.com. I keep all the SVG files for the projects I make and share in my free SVG library. These files will work with all kinds of cutting machines and they're free to everyone. Once you're on my site, just click on Free SVG Files and then Free SVG Library. You will need a password to get into the library, and there are instructions on the screen if you need to get one. For this project, we'll be using the cut file called Christmas Earrings BA1817. To find it, you can either click on Craftmas 2021 and go to day 16, or you can use your browser search and just type in 1817. Once you've found the file, go ahead and click on that link, and the files will be downloaded onto your computer. So I'm going to show you how to set up and cut these earrings in Cricut Design Space. If you're not sure how to unzip and import designs into Cricut Design Space, be sure to check out my step-by-step tutorial. So this is what the earrings will look like when you first import the design into Cricut Design Space. The first thing we're going to do is ungroup everything so that we can resize the different earrings. So you just right-click and choose Ungroup, and then we can select these top earrings, and I'm going to change the height to 2 inches. And then we can do the same thing with these earrings down here. Now you can make the earrings a little bit bigger if you want. That's just the size I decided to make this set of earrings. And really that is the only thing that we need to do on this canvas screen. So now you can click on the green Make It button. And then we'll be taken to this screen. And on this screen, Cricut is just going to divide our designs onto 2 different cutting mats. This first mat will be cutting out of a black and white buffalo check faux leather, and then the second mat will cut out of a red chunky glitter faux leather. Now we are going to be putting the faux leather upside down on our cutting mats. If the designs weren't symmetrical, we would need to mirror them, but since they are, we can skip that step. So the only other thing I'm going to do is just select the earring pieces on each mat and scoot them over just a bit so there's a little more space between them. And once that's done, we can click on the green Continue button. Make sure that your Cricut is turned on, and once Design Space finds it, you'll be taken to this screen. Turn your dial so it's on the Custom Materials setting. And then you can click on Browse All Materials. So I am going to be using the setting for faux leather for the first sheet that I'm going to be cutting. You will want to do some test cuts with whatever material you are using just to make sure that your settings work. And so like I said, for the first sheet I'm going to use this faux leather, But for my chunky glitter, I'm actually going to come back in and choose the canvas setting instead. So I'm going to select faux leather, and then I'm going to click done. And that's all we need to do right now. And just a little note, I am using just the regular fine point blade in my machine. So now we can go over and load up the cutting mat. You're going to place your leather with the right side facing down on a strong grip cutting mat. This is the purple one. Press down on the leather to make sure it is sticking to your mat. Before you load the mat into your Cricut, you need to push all the white star wheels to the right. Sometimes those wheels can put indents in your material, and we don't want that to happen. So that's why we're going to move them. Then you can load the mat into your Cricut by pressing the up and down arrow button. When your Cricut is ready to cut, you'll see the C button light up. Press that and the machine will begin cutting. When everything has been cut, you can press the up and down arrow button again to unload your mat. Remove the leather from your mat. You'll want to flip the mat over and gently bend it. Then you can pull off the earring pieces and the rest of the faux leather. Next, we are going to cut the chunky glitter leather. To protect your mat from loose glitter pieces, you can put on a piece of strong grip transfer tape onto your mat. Then place the chunky leather with the finished side down onto the transfer tape and then push it down. I added a piece of painter's tape around all the edges to keep the faux leather in place. Now you can load that mat into your Cricut. Head back over to Cricut Design Space and change your custom material to canvas, or whatever setting you have found works with your leather. Then press the C button to cut that out. Remove those pieces from your cutting mat. You might need to remove the small piece from the hole inside the earrings. If the hole didn't cut, you can use a small punch or awl to add your own hole. The back pieces on all the earrings are the same, so as long as you've resized both sets to the same height, you don't need to worry about being able to tell the two different sets apart. To assemble each earring, you'll need 2 small jump rings, earring hooks, a pair of flat nose pliers, and a jump ring opener, or if you don't have that, another set of pliers. Use the flat nose pliers and a jump ring opener or another pair of pliers to open your jump ring. I use the pliers to grab onto one end of the ring and then place the other end in the opener to bend the 2 ends apart. You'll want to bend it to the side instead of pulling it open. Thread each piece of leather through the jump ring. Make sure the pieces are facing the right direction, and then you can close the jump ring. Open up another jump ring. Place the earring hook and the jump ring attached to the faux leather on that. Once again, double check everything to make sure it's all facing the right direction. If everything looks good, you can close the jump ring with your pliers. And then repeat with all of your other earrings. And that's it. These earrings are finished. I love the way they turned out, and I love how quick and easy they were to make. If you enjoyed this project, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more Cricut projects, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so you'll get notified each time I post something new.